I tried to tell these people about Miles Sanders. I tried to warn everybody else. This guy is coming and he's ready for a huge breakout season. And guess what? Even though it's not the talk of the town right now because of Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith and Nick Sirianni, let me tell you something. An underrated element from that game on Sunday was how effective Miles and the rest of this running back room were. He's ready to prove everybody wrong this season. And let me tell you, he did not disappoint in week 1. Let's talk about it.
Perfect.
What is going on, everybody? RB here. Welcome on into Philly Take with RB, where we constantly talk Philadelphia sports. You know what to do. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit the bell so you get all the notifications anytime we're dropping that content. Be sure to check out the merch store and consider becoming a channel member. All information and links down below in the description. You know, there's been a lot of talk since Sunday, and of course it's going to go towards Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts and guys like that. But let me tell you something. I've been on notice for the last how many weeks, months. I've been trying to tell these people Miles Sanders is about to ball out this season. And in fact, I had a couple hot takes about the Eagles leading up to this season. And my first and foremost hot take, because, you know, that's what we do on the channel. And I'll be honest, it was a bit of a bold take. But if you go back, and I've said this on other creator streams as well, I said Miles Sanders is going to be the best player on the Eagles offense in 2021. And, you know, I'm sticking by it. Because I know Jalen Hurts might struggle some games. It's normal. He's still young. And so is Miles Sanders at age 24. But let me tell you something. We need to realize how effective this guy was on Sunday, okay? I sat here this whole offseason, and I'm listening to people talk about Miles declining. I'm listening to people talk about Miles can't catch a lick, Miles this, Miles that. You know what? Miles Sanders is about to prove everybody wrong. He's already showed it on display in week 1, did exactly what he needed to, and I'm really excited about this guy. I really am. Miles Sanders had 74 yards on the ground on 15 carries. He had another 39 yards in the air on 4 catches, and he did exactly what he needed to. He helped move the chains so much. He took a lot of pressure off Jalen Hurts, and Jalen balled out as well, but Miles Sanders was the perfect complement to this offense. And in fact, according to Ruben Frank, Miles Sanders had 113 scrimmage yards, as we said, and he's the first Eagle with 2,500 scrimmage yards in his first 29 career games, regardless of the position. And you can see the names he is ahead of: Shady, Deshaun, Mike Quick. I mean, he's up there at the top of this list. He's the quickest he's the quickest to 2,500 scrimmage yards in 29 games. I mean, that's something to be said. There's something there. Whether it's on the ground, out of the backfield, this guy Miles Sanders can ball, ladies and gentlemen. And he's in his 3rd season, and you know, There are a few reasons why I truly believe that Miles Sanders was going to really pop off this season, and I hope that we stick with this. You know, it's still early, but there's a lot to be said. And not only did Miles Sanders help the Eagles be productive on the field this weekend, but he helped people like me off the field win some dang money. That's right. I put some bets on Miles Sanders, and cha-ching, he helped me cash in. And speaking of betting, man, let's go ahead and hear a word from our sponsor, BetQl. Do you want to get an advantage over your sportsbook? Well, if so, BetQl is the perfect app for you. Their best bet computer model scans over 350,000 unique bets per year to give you a best bet recommendation across all major sports for every single game. They give you everything from spreads, over-unders, player props. They give you news, injury updates, any other information you need to succeed in real time on your bets. Their sharp analytics and how much they go into detail really will help you take your sports betting to another level. Like I said, this helped me a lot this week, and I won a couple parlays, and I cashed in due to the information I received from BetQl. So if you're interested in that same success, head down to the description right now and click on the link, or you can go to the App Store or Google Play Store, download BetQl, and use promo code RB for 25% off of any subscription offering at checkout. Again, promo code RB, 25% off. And be sure to check out the special BetMGM offer in the description as well to receive a free year of BetQL. In fact, guys, BetQL's best bet algorithm went 13-2 on 5-star bets for Week 1 NFL games between Thursday and Sunday. So do not miss out on your chance to beat your sportsbook by using BetQl. All this information is down below in the description. All right, so Miles Sanders. Look, the reason that I felt that Miles Sanders was going to have a huge season was pretty much because of 2 or 3 reasons. Number one, I saw the flash of this guy. I saw Miles Sanders in action. You know, in his rookie season, going for 1,300 all-purpose yards, almost hit 900 yards on the ground in 11 starts. And you know, some can even argue he wasn't utilized correctly at that point. But, I mean, he came in right off the scene as a second-round pick, and he was producing. He worked his way in to getting the main load of the carries. And Miles Sanders was balling out. That's what he was doing. And then last year, you know, he was significantly underworked, man, and he still had over 1,000 all-purpose yards. People want to talk about the consistency, but, man, this guy still had over 800 yards on the ground last year. He had 6 touchdowns. He was balling out. And then everybody started to talk bad about him this season, this offseason. He got injured a little bit last year. And the second reason, like I alluded to, is because he was underutilized. We used to see this guy go for 4 or 5 carries for, 45 yards in the first quarter, and then he would go completely incognito, not because of him, but because people on our own staff, like Doug Peterson, were single-handedly taking this guy out of games. And I know his talent. I know what he can do. And a lot of people want to talk about this guy being, you know, an expendable running back. Let me tell you something. I don't know. I think he's going to have a huge season. And then the last reason is because our offensive line was just so shaky, right? We had 14 different O-line starting combinations. No running back is going to succeed behind that. And now that we have, you know, some more continuity, hopefully this season, if everybody stays healthy, I think Miles is going to have the guys up front to help him open up the holes. So all of those things as a collective made me feel like Miles Sanders was getting a bad rep. And I've been on case all off season, like I said, and leading up to the year, saying that Miles Sanders is going to ball out. And I truly believe it. I truly believe it, man. This guy is fresh. He has fresh legs. Doug Peterson did not use him nearly enough. I think he was averaging 13 carries a game last year. But some games he literally finished with 7 or 9. And, you know, again, he was taken out of the game. We got way too pass heavy. And, you know, in week 1 on Sunday, we had a really heavy pass-to-run ratio, especially in the first quarter, second quarter. I was getting a bit worried. Even though we were winning, Jalen Hurts was clicking with those receivers. But then what did we do? Nick Sirianni, once we got that lead, you know, especially going late into the third, what did we do? We did what makes sense. We did what makes sense. Nick Sirianni continued to feed Miles Sanders. We fed him the rock, and he just kept, you know, chipping off that clock, moving the chains, getting downfield, and he just made it so much easier. And I would be, you know, going with some disrespect here if I did not acknowledge the game Kenny Gainwell had as well. A 5th-round pick, Kenneth Gainwell, he balled out, man. He also had 37 yards on the ground and you know, on 9 touches. So for a guy that I didn't even expect to get that many carries in week 1, I honestly thought Boston Scott was going to be in there. He didn't even see the field. And Kenneth Gainwell looked like he was ready from day one. And I know he'll struggle as well. He'll have some bad games. But overall, that tandem right there, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, the Eagles running back game, even if Jalen Hurts struggles some games, this running back core could really do something big. When is the last time it felt so natural to get 170-plus rushing yards as a team? Now, 60 of those were credited to Jalen Hurts, and that's another thing. You have a dual-threat quarterback, and you're just misguiding that defense left and right. They couldn't even keep a spy. They didn't know what to do, and when you have speed like we do on the outside, it's just dangerous. It's lethal, man. You have a quarterback that can run like Jalen Hurts. You have a running back who I believe could be a 3-down back if he wanted to in Miles Sanders. And then you have guys like Kenneth Gainwell. And even if Gainwell struggles, you know, you have Boston Scott, who I think you could plug in there for a couple games, and he's going to make some noise and cause some damage. So, you know what, man? Philadelphia Eagles have a bright running back room. I think Miles Sanders is going to take a lot of the brunt this year. We're going to see guys in different situations, you know. I don't want to overuse Miles Sanders and get him all tired up, but I think he's fresh from last year. And, you know, I have a feeling that Nick Sirianni is going to do what makes sense. Again, it's still early. There's a lot of play to go. But right now, what I saw in week 1, it didn't show up as a crazy thing on a stat sheet. But let me tell you something, 113 scrimmage yards, Miles Sanders is about to feast this season. I've seen it coming all the way. I think he's going to be one of the most impactful players on this offense that leads us to success. That being said, that's pretty much my thoughts on the whole thing. Let me know if you agree or disagree down below in the comments section. Again, thank you to BetQl for sponsoring this content. The only app you need to beat your sportsbook. Do not hesitate. Go download BetQl and use promo code RB for 25% off any subscription offering. With that being said, I appreciate you guys so much. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one, man. Peace.
Perfect.